Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Fahad Omar Studios. Today, in particular, we are going to dive into a very crucial topic that has shaped the lives of millions across the globe: neoliberalism and globalization. Now, from 1970s to the mid 2010s, these policies promised prosperity and delivered mixed results in the end. While they fattened the pockets of major corporations, they left the American working class grappling with job losses and economic uncertainty. So, what exactly are neoliberalism and globalization? Neoliberalism advocates for free markets, deregulation, and minimal government intervention, which was supposed to promote an idea that a borderless world would bring economic benefits to everyone. Governments in the West, especially in North America and Europe, assured their citizens that embracing global free trade would enhance living standards and create a robust economic growth. But the actual reality, as most of us know by now, has been far more complex. One example, let's take Detroit. Once the thriving heart of America's automobile industry, Detroit's population plummeted from 2 million in 1970 to around only 700,000 today. Why is that so? Because manufacturing jobs vanished, and with them went the economic stability of entire communities. Detroit is a poignant example. But it's not alone. Cities like Cleveland, Buffalo, and many others face similar fates as factories closed and industries relocated overseas, especially to China. The neoliberal promise of free trade, improved job opportunities, and living standards turned out to be half truths. Yes, it generated immense corporate profits to shareholdings, as companies move operations to countries like China, India, and Brazil, which incidentally are part of BRICS now, where labor costs for them were significantly lower. Now, this shift allowed these corporations to cut production costs and access new markets. But while shareholders and executives were smiling and enjoyed these profits, the broader working population faced unemployment and wage stagnation. Now, as manufacturing jobs in the US disappeared, the American working class began to feel very much strained. This economic dislocation fueled political discontent, and both major political parties, the Republicans and Democrats in the US, resorted to scapegoating to deflect blame. Republicans often pointed fingers at immigrants, particularly those entering from the southern border. And this narrative, despite lacking substantial evidence, suggested that these immigrants that came were the root cause of their economic problems. Now, on the other hand, the Democrats frequently blamed China for the economic challenges faced by the American workers. They painted China as the bad guy, the black hat, as a manipulative force undermining American prosperity, capitalizing on fears of Chinese economic competition. Now, these tactics serve to divert attention from the real systemic issues within the American economic system and the role of corporate interests shaping the economic policy in the US, especially the influence they have in Congress. Now, Richard Wolff, in his insightful work, The Sickness is the System, argues that by focusing on external and minority group scapegoats, politicians avoid addressing the elephant in the room, the fundamental flaws within the capitalist system. Now, this deflection prevents meaningful discourse on how to create a more equitable economic framework that benefits the majority rather than a privileged few. Despite the growing public dissatisfaction with globalization and neoliberalism, large multi-corporations continue to support these policies through their influence in Congress due to their substantial investments in foreign markets. Now, companies have built intricate global supply chains that depend on low-cost labor in countries such as China, India, Thailand, Vietnam, and many more. Now, these investments make corporations reluctant to abandon neoliberal policies, even in the face of mounting domestic opposition. As economic hardships persist, neo-nationalism has gained traction among the American working class. Economic disenfranchisement has led to a resurgence of nationalist sentiments within the workers, and many workers supporting policies that promise to bring jobs back to the US. Now, this shift reflects growing divide between corporate interests, which remain globalist, and public sentiment, which increasingly favors protectionism and economic nationalism. The global economic landscape is changing, with American dominance waning, especially now when the current Biden administration has imposed tariffs upon China. Hence, emerging economies, particularly China, are challenging the long-standing hegemony of the US. Now, this shift has profound implications for global politics and economics, as countries adjust to a more multipolar world. China now faces a crucial decision regarding its role in a new global order. Will it want to seek and establish itself as a new empire akin to the historical powers like Rome or Britain, or will it pursue a different path? There's a potential for China to lead a multipolar world where multiple nations share power and broker their cooperation together on global issues. However, achieving this vision requires overcoming significant challenges, including entrenched national interests and historical rivalries. Now, as we reflect on these developments, it is essential to move beyond simplistic narratives that blame immigrants or foreign nations for economic problems. Instead, we must confront the actual elephant in the room, systemic issues within our economic and political systems, and work towards solutions that promote inclusive prosperity and global cooperation. Only by doing so can we address the root cause of discontent and build a more just and sustainable future for everyone. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to the Fahad Omar Studios channel. Let's continue this important conversation in the comments below. Until the next time, stay informed and stay engaged and focused on the future. We are seeing history in the making. Stay safe, everyone.